The book is basically about relationships. It's about people connecting to people. I'm sitting here asking the question, how can we connect two different generations or multiple generations so that they can grow closer to each other? And the way I've kind of defined intergenerational ministry or joining generations is that an 8-year-old can teach an 18-year-old who can teach an 80-year-old about Jesus, and an 80-year-old can teach an 18-year-old who can teach an 8-year-old about Jesus. And it's really as simple as that. And it's all about those relationships. Because we love to over-programize things, don't we? We love to make programs out of things. But here's the reality, is that programs seldom change people, but people often change people. The idea of the book came from just really good research that's come out that shows that the depth of spiritual maturity of kids is really in some ways dependent upon whether or not those kids have intergenerational relationships. And so this really came from this longing in my heart, knowing that it's so difficult to connect generations. It's so difficult to connect students with senior citizens. But if these relationships matter, if joining generations matter in the depth of spiritual maturity for kids, then we've got to figure out what this means. We've got to figure out what it means to connect different generations in the church and learn from each other no matter where we are on the age spectrum. We're really trying to dig down deeper and deeper and deeper into and become painstakingly practical into what it means to join generations, because it's not a natural thing for us. We like to segregate, we like to separate based upon our age. But if we can drill down into being painstakingly practical into some stories, and people can start seeing themselves in those stories, I think that's where really it's going to make a difference. This whole concept of joining generations has drastically changed everything for my life. It's drastically changed the way I parent. It's changed the way our church helps parent our son. It's changed the way I see relationships happening. It's changed the way I perceive people who are older than me and who are senior citizens. And it's changed the way I want to be intentional about how I talk with senior citizens or children who are younger than me. It's changed everything about the way I view relationships and the intentionality behind them. See, here's the thing. Nobody would disagree that connecting generations is important. Everybody knows the value of it. Everybody knows how important this is. The problem is that not very many people know how to do it. And so the hope for this book is that it provides an opportunity for people to see some really practical ways that this is done. Basically, the longing in my heart is for this book to provide hope for churches and leaders and pastors and grandparents and students and grandkids to know that it really is possible for churches to join generations.